Okay, I've got the bird's eye view, so I'm going to go ahead and get into that. I've already shuffled these cards, and I'm going to pull for Saturday, 10 of Swords. I love this card. Every time I see this card, I love it. 10 of Swords. And 9 of Pentacles. However, it shows up reversed. And High Priestess, she shows up reversed. And 5 of Pentacles shows up reversed. That's really good. And 9 of Swords reversed. That's really good. I love that. That's the best way to see that card. And 8 of Pentacles, right on time. Let's talk about it. So this is spanning across 2 days. The first card, 10 of Swords. So what has plagued you is now being removed out of the way. Whatever you thought was literally chasing you has been exposed, right? Okay, so it could be what you're running away from, things that people say, or even our own thinking can condemn ourselves. However, this card is a good card because it's now saying, I have God mind and I'm starting over. And what has been hindering me has been slayed. That thought process. Notice the red tunic at the bottom. That's that grounding, but then there's the orange and the white underneath, you would think, right? So it could be the pure heart and intuition. However, it might be imbalanced. And so therefore, having to start over or having the ability to see something, another perspective is arriving here, okay? So I love that card, the 9 of Pentacles, usually a celebration card. This 9 of Pentacles can be also a little selfish, and she shows up reversed. So she's not into being selfish, but however, self-realized is definitely the case. Not worried about whether there are secrets or whether there is extra knowledge that maybe you're not being exposed to. Guess what? Shows up reversed. That means you're conquering negativity of others lording over their education over you, or lording their experience over you. That can happen on so many different levels. But when we get to the place where we acknowledge that I'm having this experience in my real time right now, and I can only do the best that I can do, then we stop judging ourselves. So this is a non-judgment card when it's in reverse. I like that. So no longer judging yourself, no longer worried about other people's opinions, no longer worried about other people's opinions. It's not selfish, but self-realized. And you have become less judgmental. And then the 5 of Pentacles, which denotes a change in circumstances. However, it's not necessarily about a change, but acknowledging those circumstances. We can't run away from it. Just acknowledge it, saying that's where I was, that's where I am, and I can only move forward from here. It can only get better from here. And this card definitely shows this aspect of not knowing how much longer to be dealing in the change of the season. Well, now you are, because of all these other things, you're recognizing what season you're in. And so therefore you escape even your own judgment. It shows up reverse. And you care less about what other people are thinking about your experience, because it's yours. It's your experience. And so who's to judge for that? Not even divinity judges you, because it lets you carry out so that you can have your own initiation. And here's the celebration, the arrival of the celebration, which is 8 of Pentacles. Yes, you're working and now you're toiling and producing from your good works, from what you've been doing, whether you've been working on your body, whether you've been working on your mentality, whether you've been working on your finances. If you have a plan and it wasn't coming together, now all of a sudden it starts to come together, or the outlook of it seems to feel better. So anyways, that is how we should enter our weekend. Understanding that negative thoughts, those are other people's. We're not concerned about that. Can't be concerned about that. And walk away from being judged, because no one has the right to judge you for the journey that you are taking right now. So anyways, I'm glad to be able to deliver the bird's eye view for the weekend. Anyway, you have a wonderful, beautiful Friday. A happy, fabulous Friday, and walk into the weekend knowing that you have the power to make the best happen for you. Blessings, and I'll talk with you later. Remember, you can go to the letter U, BEEWELL.com to book your private session. Blessings, and Ashe. Ashe. Chirp, chirp.